251 million workers worldwide are represented by trade unions. Yet significant gender inequality persists in workplaces across all sectors. Women face systematic barriers, lower wages for equal work, limited access to leadership positions, and working conditions that fail to address their needs. Collective bargaining with a gender perspective can change this. The data reveals structural inequality. Women earn 20 to 30% less than men on average. They perform 2.5 times more unpaid care work than men. And in 61 countries, laws restrict women from performing the same jobs as men. Beyond the workplace, women represent less than 30% of the STEM workforce. 1 in 8 women has experienced intimate partner violence. 38% have faced digital violence. And 1.8 billion women lack protection against online harassment. Without intervention, current projections indicate 300 years to eliminate discriminatory laws and 140 years to achieve workplace leadership equality. Collective bargaining with a gender perspective addresses these structural inequalities. Countries with coordinated, widespread collective bargaining demonstrate better working conditions for women and better access to equal opportunities. This is the case of many unions across the private services sector that are negotiating gender-responsive agreements. These agreements establish clauses that promote gender equality throughout, such as equal pay provisions backed by audits, protections against violence and harassment aligned with ILO Convention 190, parental leave policies promoting shared responsibility, and flexible arrangements addressing care work. Gender-responsive bargaining requires specific elements: diverse bargaining teams with gender equality training, sex-disaggregated data analysis to support demands, equality measures mainstreamed across all agreement chapters, not isolated in a single clause, and implementation monitoring with accountability mechanisms. These elements are critical because significant gaps remain in union structures worldwide. For instance, only 34% of unions globally have women on executive committees. Similarly, women represent approximately 30% of wage bargaining teams. In other words, despite women's unionization rate of 18% compared to men's 16%, women still remain underrepresented in leadership. 70% of unions have gender quota policies, but cultural change is essential. Unions can strengthen gender-responsive bargaining through concrete steps. First, build diverse bargaining teams that include women and young workers. Second, use sex-disaggregated data to support demands. Third, mainstream equality across all agreement chapters, not in isolated clauses. And finally, establish clear implementation mechanisms with accountability. Additionally, train negotiators in gender equality and coordinate with women's committees and equality bodies. The correlation between women's participation in bargaining teams and gender-inclusive agreement outcomes is documented. When women participate in negotiations, agreements include stronger equality provisions, implementation becomes more effective, and democratic processes are strengthened. More women in bargaining equals stronger agreements for all workers. This is why gender equality is not just a matter of justice. It is a strategic priority for building stronger unions. Gender equality strengthens unions. Stronger unions deliver better outcomes for all workers. The evidence is clear. The tools exist. The time to act is now. Gender-responsive bargaining builds worker power.